What I'm about to share with you is exactly how to get anything you want. The mirror principle. Reality works like a mirror. You have an image and you have a reflection. And here's what most people get wrong: they try to change the reflection. They get upset about the reflection. They're affected by the reflection, all the while forgetting who they truly are. Because you cannot change the reflection by working on the reflection. Think about it. If you look at a mirror and you see a stain on your shirt, do you clean the mirror? No, you change your shirt. Your reality works the same way. Your life, everything you're experiencing right now, that's the reflection. Your mind, your beliefs, your assumptions, your subconscious programming, that's the image. The reflection cannot change unless the image changes first. When you stand in front of an actual mirror, you know this effortlessly. You probably never reach out to the mirror to fix what you see there. You know deeply and inherently that if something needs fixing, you do it here, not there. If you're new here, hello, I am your Muse Traci. On this channel, I help you unlock the power you already have, but can't access. I help you break through where years of trying have failed. And the biggest hurdle of all, I help you go from intellectually knowing the law to permanently embodying it. How does your mind create reality? Well, your mind has three levels: the conscious mind, the more surface level thoughts, the ones you might effort for and be aware of. This makes up about 5%. Your subconscious mind is where your core beliefs live, your programming, as I call it. Everything you absorbed growing up, it's your framework for how life works for you. Everything you were taught about yourself, about money, about love, about what's possible for you. And this makes up about 95% of your thoughts. These core beliefs are the image. This is mostly what the mirror is reflecting back to you. And then there's the superconscious, or as some call it, the quantum field. The field of all possibilities where every version of you already exists simultaneously. The version of you that's wealthy, the version of you that's struggling, the version of you in love, the version of you alone, the version of you successful, the version of you stuck. All these variations exist right now as potential, as frequency, as energy. And your subconscious mind, based on your core beliefs, is selecting which one of these versions and collapsing it into your 3D reality. So if your core belief is money is hard to get and hard to keep, your subconscious selects the version of you that's struggling financially, and that becomes your reflection. If your core belief is I'm not worthy of real love, your subconscious selects the version of you experiencing unavailable partners, and that becomes your reflection. The reflection is always matching the image, always. So here's the trap. Most people look at their life, at the reflection, and they let the reflection determine what they think and feel. They look at their bank account and see $200 and they think, I'm poor. So they feel poor. They act poor. And what does the mirror reflect more of back to them? More poverty to reflect their core belief. They look at their relationships and see distance. So they think they don't love me. They feel unloved. They act unloved. And what does the mirror reflect back? More distance to reflect their core belief. Do you see the pattern here? They're letting the current reflection determine the new image, and then wondering why the reflection never changes. It's like seeing a stain in the mirror on your shirt and then putting on another shirt and assuming it will have the same stain because that's what the mirror is showing. The mirror is always showing you your past beliefs, your past assumptions. It's not showing you what's possible. It's not showing you what's true. It's showing you what was. So if you keep looking at the reflection to determine what to think and feel, which so many people do, and I want you to pause and ponder on this to see if you're doing this. Let me repeat what I just said. Looking at the reflection to determine what to think and feel. And again, my shirt analogy is pretty powerful in this example in illustrating how silly this is. But it's like you see a stain on your shirt in the mirror. You go in your closet, get a new shirt, put on another shirt, but you still assume that the new shirt has that stain on it because of what you saw in the mirror. You keep recreating the same reflection over and over and over and over. And here's how you know what your core beliefs actually are. Look at your life. Look at the reflection. It's quite simple. This isn't designed to be like a big mystery. It's all there on display for you. But you have to be willing to be honest and, accepting in order to get the information that's being provided. So your bank account is showing you your beliefs about money. Your relationships are showing you your beliefs about love and worthiness. Your career is showing you your beliefs about your value. Your health is showing you your beliefs about your body. This isn't complicated, as I just said. Reality isn't really set up to be complicated in this way. It's really pretty straightforward, actually. Just look at the reflection and be honest about what you actually do believe within yourself. It's not always easy, but you can do it. You have to be willing to be honest and admit that maybe, just maybe, you don't believe the things that you actually desire to experience. And that's okay. We need to be honest and have the courage to admit this in order to start to make some progress and headway. Denial won't get you very far because the reflection doesn't lie. It can't lie. It's a mirror. So if you want to know what's really running in your subconscious, what beliefs are actually creating your reality, just look around you. Look at your life. Whatever keeps showing up, that's your belief. You might say, I believe I'm worthy of abundance. But if your bank account is empty, your subconscious doesn't believe that. You might say, I believe I deserve love. But if you keep attracting unavailable partners, your subconscious doesn't believe that. The reflection is always honest. It's always showing you exactly what you believe at the subconscious level. And this is actually good news because once you see the belief clearly, you can change it. You absolutely have the power to change any unwanted beliefs. So here's how you actually change your reality using the mirror principle. Step 1. Stop trying to change the reflection. Stop looking at your circumstances and trying to fix them directly. You cannot change the reflection by working on the reflection. Just go stand in front of a mirror and try it. You'll see very quickly it doesn't work. You have to change the image. I could go on and on and on about this for about 2 days, but you get the point here. See the reflection, but look within for the cause. Step 2. Identify the belief, creating the reflection. Look at what keeps showing up in your life. That's the belief. Always struggling financially? The belief is something like money is hard and there's never enough. Always in unfulfilling relationships? The belief is something like I'm not enough and love is conditional. Always overlooked at work? The belief is something like I'm not valued. I have to prove myself. Find the belief, name it, own it. Step 3, change it. Change the belief. Choose a new belief, a new assumption about yourself and reality. Money is hard becomes money flows to me easily and abundantly. I'm not enough becomes I am inherently worthy and chosen. I'm not valued becomes my value is recognized and appreciated. But here's the key. You don't wait for the reflection to change before you accept the new belief. Remember, you change the belief first. You hold the new belief regardless of what the mirror is currently showing you, because the mirror is showing you the past, your old beliefs. The new reflection takes time to show up. There's always a delay. So you hold the new image, you persist in the new belief, you don't let the current reflection talk you out of it. Step number 4, stop reacting to the old reflection. This is where most people struggle. They choose a new belief, but then they look at their reality, at the old reflection, and they react to it once again. And they see the empty bank account and think, it's not working, I'm still poor. And in that moment, they go back to the old image, the old belief, and the mirror keeps reflecting more of that. You have to stop reacting to the reflection. You have to stop letting the current 3D determine what you think and feel. The 3D is old news, nothing new. It's yesterday's belief system. It's the past. Your power is in choosing the image now, and you don't need any permission or evidence to do that. In holding the new belief now, regardless of what the reflection is currently showing you, this is where all of your power is. Here's what you have to understand. The reflection always comes with delay. Just like when you change your shirt in front of a mirror, let's say you walk away from the mirror, put the new shirt on. Well, there's some time when the new shirt is on before you see it in the mirror, right? There's a split second before the mirror shows the new shirt. Same thing with your reality. You change the belief, the image, and there's a delay before the reflection changes. So you cannot look at the current reflection and let it determine whether your new belief is working. The current reflection is showing you your old belief, what you used to think, what you used to assume. The new reflection is coming. It is. It's coming. But only if you persist in the new image. Only if you stop reacting to what the mirror is currently showing and keep holding the new belief. This is where faith comes in, trusting the process. This is where persistence comes in, knowing who you are. You trust that the mirror must reflect what's in front of it. That's the law. So you change what's in front of it. You change the image, the belief, and you trust that the reflection will follow. So that's the mirror principle. That's why and how manifesting actually works. Your life is the reflection. Your mind is the image. You cannot change the reflection by trying to change the reflection. You change the image, and the reflection automatically changes. Stop looking at your circumstances to determine what to believe and feel. Stop letting the current reflection determine the image. Change the belief first. Hold it regardless of what the mirror is showing, and the reflection must change. That's the law. Most people will keep trying to clean the stain off their shirt by cleaning the mirror. They'll keep trying to change their circumstances without changing their beliefs. But you're absolutely, definitely not most people. If you're here watching this, you understand now that all the power is in the image, in your mind, in your beliefs. Change the image and the reflection must change. That's all that's going on here. If you want my help identifying and changing the core beliefs that are creating your unwanted reflections, there's a link in the description below to find out more about my coaching program. If you still have questions about the program or about working with me, there's a link also in the pinned comment where you can book a free consultation call with me. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.